the newest robots, inventions and technologies of the future, and which is worth keeping an eye on in 2021. Get ready for the most interesting things from the world of high tech in today's One Issue. The first discoveries of this year are Samsung's home robots. The smart and dexterous bot Handy can determine what material an object is made of in order to calculate the force required to maneuver it. The robot can pick up laundry, load the dishwasher, set your table, pour wine, and even bring your drinks. Cameras on the robot's head and limbs are responsible for object recognition. For maneuvering and manipulation, only the robotic arm, which can rotate at 3 points, specifically in the shoulder, elbow, and wrist. The arm ends with a universal grip that works with objects of different sizes and shapes. The robot can move around the room on a platform, turn from side to side, and rise to reach higher objects. And for everyday cleaning, Samsung introduced the JetBot 90 AI Plus robot. It's a vacuum cleaner that uses LiDAR and 3D sensors to clean close to furniture and children's toys. The JetBot's internal camera can be used to monitor pets as well. A recent reality has been a Moli Robotics futuristic robot kitchen project. Not as futuristic as the concept, the robotic kitchen is already quite functional. The system is sold together with furniture and utensils as everything is adapted for optimal robotics work based on proven industrial manipulators. The specially designed gripper can not only use spatulas and ladles, but also, for example, crack eggs, use a blender, or turn on the water. The robot takes ingredients from human-prepared containers. But beyond that, the entire cooking process is fully automated. The robot was trained with the help of a camera recording the cooking process and its verbal description. Breaking down the recipe into simple steps such as stir, flip, salt makes it fairly easy to teach the robot new dishes. The Toyota Research Institute showed its version of home robots not so long ago. The company's engineers are trying to solve two problems: teaching robots to perform everyday tasks around the house, and to overcome the limitations imposed by the unpredictable environment of each individual home. The latter task is partly solved by Toyota's new robot hanging from the ceiling, but it's also unlikely to be implemented in the existing modest-sized Japanese dwellings. Rather, these are developments for future homes and apartments. Toyota is not saying much about the technology behind this robot, but it recently showed off its new lab, which was created to test this very robot. The Chinese Institute of Industrial Technology introduced this year the dual-arm robot system, a robotic system with 2 arms, the total number of joints at 29. This dexterous robot with 5 fingers and 7 degrees of freedom can easily manipulate objects of different shapes and sizes. And they're made of composite material, which makes the robot lightweight, yet durable. This year, Agility Robotics has seriously upgraded its humanoid robot courier Digit, making it completely self-sufficient. All you need to do now is tell the robot the route or the endpoint and it will go where it needs to go, bypassing obstacles along the way. Digit is the world's first commercially available humanoid robot with 2 legs. Currently, the price is unknown, but it's rumored to have 6 figures. The robot can lift weights up to 18 kilograms, gently by bypassing people and interacting with other robots. Digit's main customer today is Ford. The company plans to use the robot for deliveries in conjunction with its unmanned car. The robot uses LiDAR and multiple cameras mounted on its torso to scan its surroundings and quickly detect obstacles. Now, from humanoid robots, let's move on to our 4-legged friend robots. A new and rather unusual robot dog was introduced this year by Tencent. The robot dog Max uses the original leg and wheel connection scheme from Tencent Robotics X Lab, which allows him to both walk on 4 legs and ride on wheels at 25 km per hour. Tencent's software and hardware platform allows the robot to reach its surroundings and control its own balance, as well as plan actions with calculation delays of only 0.3 milliseconds. This robot can also stand up after falling down. Another novelty found was Chinese copy of the Boston Dynamics robot dog. The Weilane company introduced Alpha Dog Robot, which is able to move at speeds of up to 1 km per hour, move with 10 different gaits, and carry a load of up to 5 kilograms. The robot is also able to move autonomously, avoiding obstacles, maintaining balance, and getting up after a fall, and, according to the manufacturer, perform a number of other tasks using artificial intelligence. For example, serving as a guide for the blind, guarding homes, or patrolling a park. It's already sold 2,000 units at a price of just under $2,500. Boston Dynamics itself this year also introduced a couple of new products, specifically a brand new robot for warehouses named Stretch, and an updated version of the robot Spot with an incredibly nimble and smart robotic arm. We talked more about them in an issue about the company's robots, which you can find the link in the video description. An unusual four-legged novelty of the year was Hyundai's Tiger X1 robotic courier for hard-to-reach and remote locations. The robot is dropped off in the night area by drone and then rides on wheels and rises on its feet to step over obstacles if necessary. The top of the robot can easily be replaced with a refrigerator or regular box. The robot has only a prototype so far, but it seems that Hyundai is serious about this technology development and plans to bring to the market a commercial version. We couldn't cover this without mentioning this year's protagonist, the Martian drone Ingenuity. Although it's not exactly a robot, the vehicle opened a new milestone in the history of exploration of other planets, and it's definitely worth mentioning. The Mars drone has already made 4 autonomous flights in the thin atmosphere of the Red Planet, which is only 1% of Earth's atmosphere. It's not equipped with any scientific instruments, except a laser altimeter, a gyro stabilizer, and video cameras. One camera is responsible for navigation, i.e. determining location, directions, and speed. The second camera is a 13-megapixel color camera, and it takes pictures on the surface of Mars. Helicopter communication with Earth is carried out through the rover. The mass of Ingenuity on Earth is 1.8 kilograms, and on Mars about 0.7 kilograms. The helicopter is lifted by air by 2 propellers, each 1.2 meters long and weighing only 35 grams. They are made of carbon fiber and covered with solar panels for recharging the drone. A pair of parallel-mounted propellers rotates in opposite directions around the common axis at about 23 to 2,900 revolutions per minute. By comparison, terrestrial helicopters make about 500 revolutions per minute. Earth-based robotics have made their mark this year as well. Carbon Robotics unveiled a robot for destroying weeds with a laser. This autonomous robot uses computer vision, a powerful lighting system that allows the robot to accurately identify weeds at any time of day, as well as 8 15-watt carbon dioxide lasers. The robot weeds 6.5 hectares a day. Australia is testing an apple-picking robot. The robot uses a combination of cameras and deep learning algorithms to scan trees and detect fruit, which requires it to process information about the shape, orientation, and the branch location. The robot can grip the apple with a specially designed pneumatic-operated soft grip that does not injure the fruit. The gripper can retrieve more than 85% of all apples on a tree, and the robot itself can identify more than 90% of the apples in its camera field of view at a distance of just over 1 meter.